Welcome to Guardian Bootcamp episode number 3. Sorry about my sore throat, I'm on the verge of getting sick, but those of you all know the strike playlist is currently in a dead state. Those of you that watched me live stream the other night saw what I used to do back in D1 when I would drop my light level, put on extremely low light gear, and then go to like a level 400 when I would be like 350 light and drop my light about 50 light or 40 light lower. And what it does is it gives the game a brand new experience, and it's great team exercise for anybody who's on the fire team that you know, or the randoms that join, because they will also be at the same around light level that you are at, not able to do damage. What makes it fun is every move you make matters. You actually have to kind of strategize with these randoms you can't even talk to, but you all three know that you're in trouble the entire time. This prepares you for any in-game activity that could be happening in the future just by doing these practices right now. What happens is once you do these for a really long time and you go back to normal gameplay, you just are able to shred everything because it teaches you so much about movement, knowing how many shots you're going to be able to take before you die, just all these quick decisions that you have to make, and there's just a lot to learn from it. So I thought we would go ahead and make Guardian Bootcamp 3 this for those who are interested in doing the Heroic Menagerie. It's a great way to farm runes and get a lot of practice that will not only benefit you for this DLC, but for many years to come after this DLC. If you start doing it right now, it's not really meant for everybody, but those diehards and those passionate players that like want to just push themselves and get really great at this game because they just love playing it, this takes you to that next level basically by getting really good at doing these. You start doing the easy activity or regular menageries after that, you'll just be flying through everything, especially regular strikes or nightfalls. It's the reason that I'm as fast as I am today, basically. I owe it all to that practice, because I did that shit religiously back in D1 all the time until another DLC would come out, and then I would be just like stomping everybody. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into it and talk about it. So, we throw the rocket out, you'll know that you're at the correct light level if they have red or white skulls, basically, or that skull look that you see right there where it's, you know, the way that it looks. That means you're at a good light level. That means you can still do damage, but if you get hit by them, it takes about 2 shots if he hits you directly, dead on, and not very, maybe 6 to 8 shots from the red bars. So, you gotta make every shot count. Your movement is critical, especially with these rockets. Your heavy ammo doesn't mean crap in here, you know what I mean? So you just have to, like, make every one of those matter, because when they're gone, they're gone. But you also have to make those choices to take out bigger targets. I recommend using an auto rifle because when you use auto rifles in here, not only does it reignite the fire that we wish auto rifles were, it just makes it so much fun because it's a level 400 strike, so they're not the smartest or fastest shooting AI, but they hit really freaking hard. That's the thing about it. That's what makes it so fun, is because you don't think that you're going to be in that big of a trouble, you know, and then all of a sudden your shield is gone and you're like just about dead pretty much, or dead. You'll have so many like phantom deaths that'll just happen because some dude just like freaking shot you twice and killed you basically. You didn't even see. Those red bars, everybody is a threat at this level basically. So that's the key thing of doing it. Like I said, it's not about getting pissed off if you can't beat it. It's just the experience of trying to beat it and just messing around in here. It's all about having fun, and you know, people that are, you know, into this game won't see this as like a chore or anything. It's kind of just, you know, something fun to do. A lot of the time when you load these in, they will load you in solo, but about halfway into the strike, somebody will usually load in, and a lot of the time, it happened to me like a bunch, it'll be somebody that's too low light to even help you, so all they're doing is like being a little AI companion that you can't really do anything. You're kind of just leading them to the finish line at that point. So that's kind of just the joy in the practice in it, because you can't poke out for very long. If they tap you, your shield is busted, and then you get like 1 or 2 slip-ups, really hardly any, because of the light that it puts you at, and the stats in your armor are going to be like 3 mobility and 4 recovery, so you're having to learn how to play at these crappy stats. So when you go back to normal in-game activities, and you have your true, you know, Rusto build on, or whatever build you're trying to wear, you're going to be crushing everything. And even when you try to use a super in here, you can get melted so quick. You'll see right here, accidents like this will happen as well. You'll start shooting this guy, and then you'll think he's disappeared, and then, oh, he's right next to you. So you gotta know where to station yourself. You'll have a lot of those, but like I said, don't get pissed off about it. It's not about trying to beat it if you can't. It's just about learning how little you can move against harder AI, such as Heroic Menagerie and things like that when Blackout's on, and harder modifiers are against you, because you have to play against these same modifiers. You see that one snipe and that second of a grenade that I was in, and I'm already dead, you know? So I have to take a different approach and make those shots matter, because if I miss any of those and I get sniped, I'm dead. I wanted episode 3 to be kind of different than 1 and 2. 1 and 2 was kind of me just telling you the tips, you know, but I figured if you actually had a reason to use the tips and learn a little bit more about movement and stuff, because most people don't enter, you know, harder activities than Nightfalls or, you know, Shattered Throne, things like that. But when you put yourself in these type situations, I mean, one wrong move and it's over pretty much. And I thought it would be better to learn in this boot camp episode out of experience than from me just telling you. This is the reason I recommend using auto rifles, because you actually have to show yourself to the enemy, and if I get sniped by any of them, I die. So if you use a scout, it makes it a lot easier, but an auto rifle really teaches you how to move your Guardian around to not make any wrong moves. I'd like to hear your own experience if you try to do this. Drop to 40 or 50 light lower, take a friend in there with you, just make it an all-out, you know, battle pretty much. That's what it is going to be. Play some jams and just kick back and just keep practicing it over and over. Like, you might not see like this is a very important episode, but this is a really great gift to anybody that didn't know about this, because once you master trying to do stuff like this, you're going to go into normal game or the menagerie or anywhere else that doesn't hit this hard, and you're going to be like, dang, I feel like a tank now. I can just take all this damage, and I can move around them so much easier now, and it's a whole new world, basically, when you come from this to regular game. Trying to charge all 3 of these plates is no easy task at this light level, so I have to know to use my grenade to hit the Cabal that are downfield to go ahead and take majority of them out, so by the time that this charges, I can be heading that way and not have to deal with many enemies once I get over there to charge that side, so I can start doing ad control basically. So I almost have it charged through that grenade. The grenade was good, it took out majority of them. Now I only have to deal with that one ad, and then I pretty much can control the situation. But if I had not thrown that grenade to take those out when I did, I'd still be fighting them ads trying to get over there to it before I could even start charging it. So doing early damage like that, learning how to make those long toss grenades and manage your ammo if you aren't using an auto rifle or whatever, like different things like that play into it. So at this light level, that's one thing that it teaches you is ammo conservation, learning how to do early damage even though you're far away, knowing how to hit targets just to clear them out. Watch the moves that I have to make just to stay alive to charge this plate. My second rocket's about to go out. I use one, then I use the grenade. Now I use the other one to knock them out, so I can go ahead and just start charging as soon as possible. Pop super, because I know they can kill me immediately, and there's a lot of target on me right now, so just hang out right here. I know that it's going to go out with this Minotaur. It's not going to be able to take him out and those ads with the amount that's left. I have a grenade left. I'll throw it. He's probably going to go invis, which he does. And this is where you had to learn some clutch maneuvering, just by being able to hover myself and not get meleeed for that blackout, because I would have died immediately. But got them all charged, so we're good to go. This is where I mess up. I think that I can do crowd control with a grenade at the door, but at that light level, there's no way. Immediate death because of blackout. But I have 2 teammates at this point, and they both can now help me. The other guy spawned in later. He's at 370 light, so he's 30 light under, and I'm at like 353, I think, because when I switched to the auto rifle, it dropped me from 366, because this auto rifle is not high light at all, to like, I think 352 now. But whatever light you want to start at, it's completely up to you. I just tried to do it as low as I could. I used a 650 auto rifle, and I used a 740 primary, and my heavy weapon I think was 740 as well. So you can use 2 power weapons and then one really low, like a 650 auto rifle from last DLC, along with that low light gear, and that'll get your light right. But I mean, you can see right here how cool it is to just have 2 random people with me trying to take out this target that most people just usually go in and crap on immediately and kill him, you know. But he can 2-shot all of us, you know what I mean? So you really have to strategize with your randoms, just like you do in Gambit with randoms and stuff like that, you know, even though that doesn't really ever work out well. But this is just a cool experience. I think everybody should at least try it out. And like I said, it's probably not going to be for everybody, but it's really fun to do, because you're wondering what they're thinking, because they're also in a shitload of trouble because they're low light. And then, you know, it's The boss fights are ridiculous because you have to go through every ad phase. You can't just go crap on the boss real quick. You actually got to experience the entire battle and how Bungie intended it to play out pretty much. It almost makes sense why Hawthorne sells 200 light gear to maybe let people want, that want to try this, do it. I don't know, it's weird, man, because I don't see the point in why Hawthorne ever sold that 200 light gear. It was like useless 30 minutes into the game, you know what I mean? So I never got that, but either way, check this out sometime. You can buy planet like armor from IO, from EDZ, whatever, just go to the vendors there. You can buy their armor. It's like 340 light, or if you want to go to the 200 phase strikes, you can put on the 200 light gear, and then just however you can light it out. I just found that it was easier to drop my light that way and do the 400 strikes at 350 than it was to go to like the 200s and 300s or whatever. But either way, it's hard to do. It's no walk in the park. You have to use your teammates for survival. I mean, you can see, the Stormcaller armor is one of the strongest super armors in the game, and it melted me immediately as soon as it started the fire segment or whatever. That dude even blinks at me. My shield I'm pretty much dead. This also gives you a good excuse to use any year 1 weapons as well. You can get the Braid Tech auto rifle out. You can get Skaithlock back out. You can use your Valkadin in here. Like, any of these auto rifles are great practice for here. I mean, you don't even have to use an auto rifle. I'm just recommending doing that, The times to kill doing this is like playing the Crucible almost, but it's like against PvE combatants instead of other Guardians. But like I said, I recommend trying this out. All you need is 3 Eververse Light 10 pieces of armor, or you can use one of the Halloween masks, things like that. And then you need your chest piece and your legs to be, the planet items, basically, the planet armor. And then use your perks that you would normally use on the Bond if you can. Like if you want to get recuperation or whatever you want to use, but it doesn't really matter, just as long as those light levels match. That's how I'm doing it right now, but you can figure out how to lower your light any way that you see fit. But that's pretty much it, Guardian. I just wanted y'all to check that out. I think everybody should give this a try, because it's like I said, it's just, I can't explain it. It's a new experience in the game. It brings strikes back to life, pretty much. And those of you that saw me on live stream the other night got to see it as well. It's kind of funny in a way, because the guys I can't get paired with, they couldn't even do damage. So I'm carrying all these teams when I can barely even carry myself in there. But hit subscribe, dudes. Sorry this video wasn't as great as some other ones. My throat is just really kind of killing me right now. But if you want to shop, support teespring.com/Ristophilis, paypal.me/Ristophilis to help out the channel. Show me some support. You Guardians, take it easy. I'll see y'all in the next build video or whatever video in space.